Sorry to subject you to that. I had a wild hair at my ass. My set's been sitting there for so long. I'm like, man, I just want to rock out for a minute. Oh, my garage is pretty well insulated, and it annoys my wife more than the neighbors. Give me a second, guys. I gotta get a drink, and I'm gonna do some fucking ego lifting. Fucking rusty. Alright. The body beatdown. You just missed me playing the drums really badly. I'm actually probably glad you didn't hear that. The body beatdown's in the chat. You guys check his page out. This dude's awesome. And unlike me, he can actually play the drums. I'm alright. I can keep a beat. I don't know. You guys, how bad was that? On a scale of 1 to 10. Ghost Keeper. Hell yeah. Thank you. Semper Fi. Happy belated birthday. November 10th. If you know, you know. No, you're actually. I was listening to you drum, and you're good. You're competent. I'm imagining you can actually proficiently read sheet music, and which I can. I don't know, dude. I used to play like punk rock, which is like actually, if you think about it, you get three guys, none of them know how to play instruments, and they just scream into a microphone. Just get that bunga 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 bunga. It's more of a workout than anything. You don't really need to know how to play. You just get one riff going. Hell yeah. Everyone's like, I dye my hair and I have this mohawk, and they're like, you like TikTok or something? I'm like, the fuck, you guys don't listen to punk rock? You don't know who the Butthole Surfers are, or the Dead Kennedys, or Fugazi, or... But for the record, I like all music. But if I'm gonna rock out, that's like what I'm rocking out to. Alright. Bob's in the house. Bodyweight Beast Fitness. Who else we got? Kyle McDermott. I feel great when I lift a failure. Well, that's what we're going to be doing. DK, Dead Kennedys, Captain Kitty Hawk. Awesome name. JT Owen. Hi, keep up the great work. I subbed and liked you're awesome. And you're awesome. And don't listen to the haters. I'll be honest with you. I have fun with it. I don't mind it so much. The only ones I mind are like malicious. Like intentionally malicious people. Oh, the Pixies, dude. That's like my wife and I. That's what we listen to when we're driving. No, these are not Hulk Hogan's tights. God damn it. These are Don Fry. my garage. Hey, baby. What are you wearing? I dig it. That's a cougar look.
Cougar. Thanks. Call me old?
No.
You better not.
No. You're dating a minor.
Dating a college student.
I'm dating a college chick and she's dating a minor.
Love you.
Love you too, baby. It's currently 5 a.m. in Turkey. Muhammad. American flag panties. Don Fry. Look him up. Madi, hi. Sick. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Show us true strength and smash something. That's what I'm gonna do. Madi, what's up? Hey, am I pronouncing that right? Nodex in the house. Anything but polka. Nodek, are you currently posting content? Are you making content for YouTube? Are you trying to promote your channel? Timio, you're jacked, dude. Thank you. Baseball mom hat. That's a new one. Were you a Marine? I am a Marine. How old are you? 50. You look strong. Do you ache and have much pain? Yes. We don't let that slow us down, though. All right. Let's get going here. Normally, if you're gonna really do a Zercher, you want to do it off the floor, get under the bar. But I'm gonna ego lift, and I'm gonna go stupid heavy, or try to. So I'm gonna do it out of the rack. Aiden, we have boxing tomorrow after school. Okay, not optional. But how you doing, buddy? Any tips for weightlifting? The Schwart des Kaisers. Yeah, well, that's what we talk about here. Tenacity. Thank you for your service. I appreciate that. Cam, I saw you training before. I remember saying you had some pretty crazy PRs. MOS 0844. At a secondary MOS. What is it? 0961? What is the primary marksmanship instructor? 0942? Oh, fuck. I can't remember. But 0844, field artillery fire direction controlman. Am I shy? Do I look shy? I always start out with the barbell no matter what I'm doing. Perfect, bro. Thank you for your service. I appreciate that. Mike, these Don Fry shorts. How many terms have you served? I 2. I got out because of injuries. Play triple dog dare to the left 400 pounds. Boy can't even see what we type in. Austin. Not really sure what you mean by that, but I'm kind of looking right at it. If you're saying I need glasses, you're right. We never have enough room for our stuff. We need bigger garages, but the problem is that we're redoing the floors in the house, so they've moved all of our stuff, that crap in my garage, and I need to clean it. So, Nick, did you vote for Kamala? I want you to punch yourself in the face as hard as you can, and then report back to me. Tenacity, you're 100% correct. Semper Fi, brother. You need to get shorts for. If you don't know who Don Fry is, punch yourself in the face right now as hard as you can. Thanks, GT. Love to see you do 20 push-ups. What is it with people wanting to see a power lifter, a guy that can bench 405 pounds, do push-ups? Like, I could probably do, if you put a gun to my head, or if you said, I'm going to kill your daughter if you don't do 100 push-ups in a row, I'm pretty sure I could crank those out fairly easily. What's your height and weight? 5'9" 3/4, 220 pounds. I had 5'10" on my driver's license, and they measured me at the office. He's like, yeah. Yeah. Darth, what's wrong with the U.S.? What did Darth say? Nick, there's nothing wrong with voting for Kamala. Stop hating, man. Well, okay, if we're gonna be fair, this because this means freedom of speech, and we have civil discourse, and if you stand by your beliefs, then I respect you. But my question to you would be, what reason would there be to vote for Kamala? You know what I mean? Like, what I can't think of one logical reason why anybody would want to continue with the current administration. Don Fry, Sean Strickland's dad. This cat wants me to do 20 push-ups. Thinking about humoring him. Take a balance here. Since I only use one arm, does it count for two? I'm out of breath now. What are you cycling? I don't really want to talk about steroids. I'll get demonetized. What's wrong with my legs? Let's see. Press play. I would be willing to bet every dollar I've ever made you can't squat 50% of what I can. Larry the Cable Guy. Wait, what was it? What was it? Get her in. Well, I'd want to see a video. Corey, go away. Show us your stomach. I'm putting you on a timeout. 5 minutes. How's that sound? 5'11", 225 pounds. I won the NPC in New York. I don't know what that means, but if you want to talk about records, I'm the #1 ranked over 50 powerlifter in the USPA right now. I'm 3 in the world for my weight and age, and I can currently squat around 650 pounds. And my stuff's on video, so you can actually go on my page and look at it. See, but I don't believe you. I would want to see a video of that. Because that would put you, at 225, if you could squat 720, you would be, well, #1 in the world. In the world, right now, you would be #1 in the world. So that I would definitely want to see a video for. Yeah, all my records are online. You can look. You can put my name in Powerlifting Watch and look at all of them. All my stuff's on video. The opening video to my page, I'm hitting 600 pounds. Where's my little angel? You know what? Where is she? Hey, Della, what are you up to? Hey, when you're done, come out of the garage, okay? She's doing homework. Now, if I'm wrong, I would definitely eat my words. But when people come on and claim numbers that put them at the top above every other ranked lifter in every federation, I kind of want to go, I need to see receipts for that. You know what I mean? There's the boot. Alright. You are out of here. Look, here's the deal, guys. I don't judge people. Obviously, I'm not natural. And if you are natural, I think that's awesome. I was all natural to the 46 years old. But like, we all do things to try to improve our lives. And one thing I'm not going to do is judge you for the choices you've made. Now, if I have concerns with something you're doing, I'll say it. If I have questions, I'll ask. But the second you get sanctimonious and start acting like you're better than somebody because you made different choices than they did, we are not going to put up with that. So, sorry, I had to get rid of him. Yeah, the body beatdown. I'm going to say this, buddy. So, what you're going through right now is something I went through for 3 years. And believe me, I did fight back. I have videos on my playlist. You can go watch them if you want a good laugh. And he accused me of stolen valor. He said some really vile things about me and my family. But then one day I just realized, like, why am I wasting my time with this guy? Because he's like a hobo standing on a corner screaming at passing traffic. You know, like a car goes by, Charlie sucks. And I'm like, oh my God, who's that? And they don't know who he is, and they don't know who I am. So it's like, who gives a shit? I didn't say his name for the record, but there's a couple guys like that. They really want your attention, and you don't give it to them. All I did one day is I just stopped participating 100%. I stopped answering everything, comments. I just left them alone, and they still make videos. Uh, do you do abs? No, never. Vape? I don't like vaping. I tried to get into it, but I couldn't. Hurt Cankle. David Juma, no need to justify yourself. Thank you, brother. No, well, for context, Body Beatdown is another awesome lifter, musician, talented guy. I would call him a Renaissance man type. And he's currently experiencing what a lot of us went through when we were just starting our channels. There's a small group of trolls that make the rounds. And what happens is everybody starts talking to each other, and it links the channels in some way with the algorithm, and it kind of puts you in this little bubble where you're stuck with the same 20, 30 people constantly going back and forth and talking to you, and you can't ever break away from it. And they harass you, and they're real vile people. And one day I was trying to figure out, like, well, like, I'm just trying to represent powerlifting and my brand, because I want to open a gym, and right, I'm monetized, so I'm making a little money off of YouTube, things like that. I'm trying to grow something, and it was suggested to me, you just got to cut them loose. You can't mess with them anymore. So, and that's what I did. But now I see other small channels that are trying to do the same thing I am, and they're where I was a year ago, and they're going through the same exact thing, and I'm just like, man. So it just shows that, like, on to the next. Like, he's never gonna stop. Here's what I can tell you: if you watch his videos and you go back all the way to the beginning, he's got the same shirt, the same pair of pants, doing the same lift, give or take 20 pounds, for 3 years straight. It's just, you could mix the videos up and you'd never even know. They're exactly the same. Like, nothing has changed. God bless him, he's consistent. Yeah, David S., I'm starting to make a little bit of money. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not much, but I'm trying to grow it. Millennial, the sad part, he had everyone give him the benefit of the doubt. I actually tried to be his friend for a while. Yolanda, hey, what's up? I've been waiting on you to go live. I got to figure out how to do the thing where it alerts people. He'll watch this and but that's the thing. I don't care if he comments. It's like, it doesn't matter. Mama's boy, what's up, Rahat? I wish I was a mama's boy. I don't have the luxury of without going into my childhood. my mama don't love me. Yeah. Remember when he was teaching in porta potties? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, Matthew, conglomerate. Yeah. Oh, dude, he did some crazy stuff. He had like little hand puppets and stuffed animals, and don't get me wrong. I actually kind of thought some of that stuff was funny. I don't mind if people make fun of me, but you gotta be clever. Like, be funny. That's what we're encouraging here. Yeah, no, if somebody's being rude to me, Nodak, you give him. I would let him slide and see where it goes. Oh, I actually got a comment from YouTube. Okay. This content did not meet our standards. If you would like to make a complaint, please reread. So I just got demonetized. Well, what? What did I get demonetized for? Oh, this content did not meet our standards. If you'd like to make a complaint, please reread the terms of service. I think this is a fake comment. Because it's saying your channel will be deleted in the next few days. Tell me that was a fake comment. Okay, good Lord. I'm like, what do you want? Good one. Okay, you got me. Yeah. You got me. I will admit, you got me on that one. Who got banned? I have YouTube 24-hour ban. How are you going from Michael Bell? Michael, what's up? It's probably Max. Jesse, I'm doing all right, brother. That was good. No need to ban. That was funny. Yeah, the only guy I put on a timeout, he was getting a little sanctimonious. He started out making fun of my legs, which is not a problem. Who cares? But then, when I came back at him and said, I bet you couldn't squat half of what I do, he's like, yeah, I can. I weigh 225 and I can squat 720 pounds. And I'm like, so that puts you 100 pounds over like the #1 squat in the world right now for 50 and over. Like, come on. Why do I not believe you? For that weight class, I'm sure there's some big guys that could do a lot more, but he's claiming to be 225. But then he starts saying, well, I'm a natty. It's like, oh, all right. Doggy Boy, 88, what's up? Karam, hello from Berlin. Holy shit, how you doing? Nice job on the Zerchers. Thank you, brother. I'm going to try to go heavier. What's your max bench? All time, 425. I did 475 with a slingshot. Currently, I'm right around 405. Let's see. Barbell on traps. Which one's better? What do you mean better? Barbell or what are we talking about? This is to David Juma. There we go. This guy again. Yay! Does steroids also grow organs? I'm wearing a belt, dude. I guess I could take the belt off. Human growth hormone will grow your organs for sure. What do you look like sitting down? Is your stomach like sucked in? Not, it's like if you're not perfectly ripped like at all times. You sit down and it sticks out a little bit. What's wrong with your stomach? I'd like to see what you look like sitting down, my guy. Man, I got some assholes in the chat tonight. What's going on? What is it? What is it? Because it's Monday? Human growth hormone and insulin, when abused over time, will grow your organs, and that's where you see the GH gut. I'm on a small amount of test in DHB, and I've only been on since the age of 46, so no, that's not going to cause that. Being over 50 will cause some bloating. The body beatdown, I know you know what I'm talking about. Right? We get bloated eating donuts. Liberty Garden, what's your body fat? Are you under 10? The last time I measured it, I was at like 11%. I was using that little electric thing, the scale you stand on that zaps you. I don't know how accurate those are, but that's the measurement I got. More fat between organs than testosterone. Yeah, but, and this is to Gur, and I Dr. Mike Israel, I follow him. I love the guy. He's not wrong, but I mean, you need context for that comment. Like, what steroids, for how long, what amount are you taking them at, you know? Like, so in my case, I have what's called diastasis recti. You see this right here? That's a split in the ab wall. That is not from steroids. That's from probably a lifetime of lifting and not wearing a belt and not bracing my core properly. So they're going to sew that back together again. But now we're talking like just regular bloating, like that a lot of people over the age of 40, 45 suffer from. Like, you just get older and you get stuff like that. 11% with a belly is wild. What are you talking about? There's like no fat here. Well, when you sit down, it sticks out a little. Like this is what you look like when you're sitting down. Carolyn, hey bro, Semper Fi. When you wanted size, what was your diet? I didn't really have a diet. I just watched my calories. So, I mean, if you track everything you're eating for a couple of weeks, and I mean everything you're eating, when you wake up in the middle of the night, you grade the cookies, write it down. You can get a rough idea what your caloric intake is on a daily basis. You can add about 500 calories to that, and over time, you're going to gain weight. You don't need to like go nuts and get fat and then have to cut. Same with losing weight. You can just cut things out of your diet, like mayonnaise, or get rid of if you list everything you eat, coffee and creamer, soda. Soda's a big one. You start eliminating some of that stuff, trim those calories, and you'll start losing weight over time. Body weight. Show some support and like the stream. Of all YouTube lives, Tadpole John, of all YouTube lives I've seen, perhaps you can expound on that? Peanut butter, Carolyn. Yeah, for me it's ice cream. The great Logano, you're 100% wrong. Muscle doesn't help with fighting. Tell me you're retarded without saying you're retarded. Like, yes, the guys that don't train, that are muscular, it does hurt them in a fight, and they probably don't have cardio. But if you train to be flexible, you're going to be flexible. If you train to fight, it absolutely helps you in a fight. You teach Eddie Hall how to punch properly, he's going to kick you out of the ring. That's like the dumbest thing I ever heard. It's such a stupid stereotype, too. Hi, what's the max calories per day in men? Well, I don't know about men in general, but for me, it's hard 3,500. Butterfly, hey, hit some pull-ups. After the Zerchers, I'll do that. Well, you know what? No, I'll rip some out. This bar's in the way, though. Lame Aubrey, hey, what's up? He's gonna get less views if you mute every single comment you don't like. Yeah, let him go, dude. Shaking them Bobby, love those. Nodak is anti-speech. Yeah, let's not. Well, you don't need to ban everybody if they're saying rude stuff. Why is your stomach big? What do you mean? What's wrong with my stomach? Antonio. I love you too, brother. You mean why is it not sucked in when I'm sitting in a chair? I don't like you people. You suck. You just go on other people's pages and like point out things that. No, I've never taken HGH. Woodstock. All right, moderators, here's what I want you to do. Anybody that asks about my stomach, you can definitely delete those comments. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. Angelatos, are you natty? No. The body beatdown. I've only seen 2-year lives and everyone asks the same questions. Yeah, so here's what happens. You get a group of people that come on, they ask you a question, you answer it, they leave. And then more people come on and they ask the same question, you answer it, they leave, and so on and so forth. But I'm glad you popped in, even if you only stay for a minute. Kenneth Frazzy, we are a brachiating species. Definitely respond quickly. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Brachiating species, definitely respond quickly to pull-ups. Thomas Jordan, thank you, brother. Jonathan David, you look great, my brother. Thanks for your service. Appreciate it. Woodstock, thank you. I appreciate that. We pin the stomach comments all day, every day. Antonio Mateo's not the perfect friend, but I have a big stomach. I work out like you, dude. Yeah, you know what? We all. Oh, what you guys did? What happened? Why did you delete Woodstock's comment? What do you say? Relax, guys. I didn't even get a chance to read it. Well, you know what? I trust you if you said something rude. Well, yeah, I don't care if you say something rude, though. Matt C., what's up, brother? Vikish, do you have a leg press? No, I got a leg curl, but I rarely use it. Yeah, your body beat down. People get behind a keyboard and they just let all the love come out. So now the reason I wear this belt is to protect so that this split doesn't get bigger. I have my surgery consultation on the 20th, and they're going to sew it back together again. And then what stupid questions are they going to... Oh, I guess they'll say my legs are small or something. You know, I wore these shorts and not one person has made fun of these. Give you guys low-hanging fruit to pick on. Should I do a full body workout daily? If it's body weight, yes. Let some comments rip per se. Yeah, let's like, you know, if Woodstock. So, well, I can see you got all caps on, so I can see why he might have deleted that. But obviously, I'm not natural. I mean, I didn't. You're not telling on me in this stream. It's like, hey guys, he's not natural. They'll look back at you like, okay, good job, buddy. Glad you're here. And I'm not gonna. I really don't want to talk about steroids because I don't mind talking about them, but I made a lot of videos about it already, and I don't want to get demonetized. Addo 2, hell yeah, thank you. Oh shit. Oh guys, hold on. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Hopefully everyone's still here. I thought I was good. This is embarrassing, but when I unracked that, I thought I was gonna have a little bit of an accident. Who's beefing? I'm gonna go sit live with the wife for a few. All right, brother, I appreciate it. Everybody, check out the Body Beatdowns page when you get a chance. This dude's awesome. Making a thing. No, Carolyn, I'm good. It didn't breach the shorts. 360 kicks for the low. I have a genuine question. What makes you keep going on the days you don't feel like working out, and what do you eat? Well, yeah, you got Matt. Yeah, you got. You're right. um, well, having super low self-esteem and maybe a little bit of body dysmorphia helps. You gotta really hate what you look at in the mirror every morning. But no, for real, like,
Yeah. You wanted to see me after homework?
well, they did. Everybody was asking about you.
Oh. Hey, everybody.
I don't know what. I just enjoy training, and I don't go hard all the time. I mix it up. Like some days we do boxing, some days we lift heavy, some days I lift just for fun. I try to lift as much as I can. Some days I try to actually get a good workout in, where I focus on hypertrophy and solid principles.
Do you think I could have ice cream with my burger?
You know what it is though? It's a fear. Like I see other people my age, 50 and older, and they're barely ambulatory. They can't tie their shoes. They can't play with their kids. And it's just, I want to be, I don't want to be that guy, The body beat down, yeah. Yeah, so when I picked that weight up, I felt a little, I'm like, oh shit. Kubab Azam, wearing flag on burn, disrespecting your own country. Coming from you, that doesn't mean much. And you said it twice. I'm not going to ban him.
Are you going to put him on a timeout?
No, I'm going to, we like freedom of speech here. Yolanda. Lovely hands. Hey, bro. Insane physique, looks massive.
Do you think I could have ice cream with my bands?
Yes.
Ooh, yay.
That's my daughter.
I don't know what I'm doing out here. She asked me to come out when I was doing my homework.
Everybody was curious about you. They were wondering where you're at.
Is this inside the whole time? America!
Fuck yeah!
Dad!
You've seen that, right?
Yeah. No, those are the American things. Those are his shorts. He's not wearing pants today. Somebody said, "Where's your pants, Dad?" That's why I answered you were wearing shorts.
In their wife's closet.
But you're wearing shorts, and I know it. You wear those around the house sometimes.
Look, I'm doing you people a favor. Most people have to pay for this.
I don't know what he means.
Oh, let's get the red, white, and blue wrist straps. Back up here. You take steroids.
Spending time with each other.
Team America is one of my favorite movies. So we got, someone asked me twice, do I take steroids? Obviously. Got 'em.
So can I go
Thanks
in?
for the response. You seem like a wise guy and very down to earth.
So can I go in and book?
I appreciate that.
Just
Thanks, Woodstock. What? Why are you asking and giving me permission to bother Mom? Like,
What?
What did you just ask me permission for?
Can I go inside so I can bother Mom tonight?
Yeah.
And Chantel? See if
I don't
she
care
doesn't
what you
mind.
do.
Okay. I made an appearance of the camera. I'm gonna go.
All right. Hey, Eddie Atia. Flood from India. What's up? What's my all-time best total? In the garage, 1750. In competition, 1650. And if I would have got the missed attempts, I would have been in the 1700s. I don't know if I'm an awesome father, but I love and get along with my kids. I didn't have that growing up, so. Yeah, contagion. I I've talked to her about that. Well, YouTube's got creeps and weirdos on it. Not saying you guys are, but definitely something to watch out for. Favorite Rocky movie? Ooh. Yeah, Paulie, take it to the zoo, Rocky. That's where they take all the retards. Paulie, I guess the first one and the third one where he fights Ivan Drago. I must break you. Yolanda. Yeah, original Rocky. It's hard to. I mean, it was the original. Yeah, Life's gonna knock you down. It's not about how hard you get hit. It's about how you get hit and keep getting up. Did you like Undisputed? Any of the Undisputed? Yeah, those were fun. That's what that one kung fu guy that. What is his name? Oh, my daughter's my road dog, man. We box together. We train together. We go to a boxing gym 3 days a week. Yeah! You sound just like him. Bruce Lee. Yeah, well, I mean, that's like saying water's wet. Of course, everybody loves Bruce Lee. I love boxing. Yeah, I'm not that proficient at it. I mean, I can hold my own. I'm okay, but the guy I train with, his name is Paul Mayor Keen. He used to work for Freddie Roach. When they were training Pacquiao and Cesar Chavez. And now he's got a gym here in Vegas, off of Sunset and Pecos, and we've been training with him 3 days a week. Darren H, I'm squatting today as well. Hell yeah. What do you think about the Mike Tyson fight? I think it was fake. It was scripted. And I have some, as a boxer, there's a couple things I noticed that just, I'm like, he's a master. He's got the peekaboo, and Mike's got that jump hook, where he comes in, he comes inside to side, and then when he gets an opening, he comes up and under. That's his signature knockout. 3 different times I watched him telegraph that. How much is on the squat rack? 315. Mike Tyson looked like he hesitated a lot. Yeah, it's like he was unsure of himself. And obviously he was getting tired towards the end there, but like those first 2 rounds, and he had a punch in the third where he hit Logan square. And if I would have hit Logan, or no, not Logan, Jake, if I would have hit him, it would have knocked him over. And I know Mike hits 5 times harder than me. And he didn't. It just. I'm like, what am I watching right now? Recommend any good fighting movie? There was one I watched with Nick Nolte and that guy that played Spawn. The Rock annoys me. I don't know. And I think what annoys me about The Rock is just how fake he is. He's got an awesome physique. He's a good-looking dude. He's got everything that you need for Hollywood, but there's nothing that comes out of his mouth that's real, Ongbok, yeah. So all the overseas stuff, yeah. Titles elude me, but those are fun to watch. Hell yeah. That's what I was thinking, Mike. You know, David. I don't know. I, it just looks scripted to me. The whole thing. Wasn't Mike Tyson's punch like 1,300? Yeah, something crazy like that. It was nuts. What do you do for work? As little as possible. No, I'm uh, currently a safety manager for the Las Vegas area safety manager for Southwest Steel. I was a steel worker for 13 years, and now I'm management. Show us your dumbbells. I don't have any dumbbells. I've got those little attachments where you just put weights on them. They weigh like 10 or 11 pounds each. All right, head in the game. Dude, I'm not going to be able to do these. I'm fucking squirting. All right, guys, give me a minute. Man, that's fucking embarrassing. What a time to have that problem. I had to change my shorts. That's embarrassing. Yolanda. Rare breed. Why do people get depressed when they get off steroids? Well, I don't know, because I've never gotten off of them. I'll probably be on TRT for life. Dude, so here's the thing, Khabib, I'm obviously not natural. Poor man's gym. Hey, what's up? Simper Fi, brother. Dude, I just had an embarrassing. I was trying to Zercher 315 and I had a little accident on fucking live. I had to go change my shorts. Looks like you're straining. You can reduce the weights and do many reps. David Juma. All right. Matt C, what's up? No, okay. You see, I've got different shorts on. When I went to pick the weights up, I went, "Oh shit!" And I ran inside the house. You can put two and two together. That's all right. We're just gonna change the lift we're doing. We'll eliminate the hazard. You can come later. Yeah, I know, Melvin. It is gross, which is why I didn't really want to talk about it. Power rack or Smith machine? Joey J. Dobb Jr. Power rack, but I do like Smith machines. They have their place. But I'm a barbell lifter, so. You guys be mad gay talking about dude's ass. Matt, you know me. I dress the way I dress on purpose to get stupid comments like that. We're supposed to be having fun in here. No. Where'd I go here? Trap bars are awesome. So I rotate. So I'll do heavy trap bars because it's a little bit easier because you got the 4-inch range of motion extension. Sometimes I'll stand on a platform to lower the handles. And then the next week I'll do stiff leg So, you get like some sort of stiff leg deadlift, like a Romanian or whatever, with a deficit. And then the next week after that, I just do conventional. And I rotate all three of those. And, well, let's see. I think my deadlift's like right. I hit 720 the other last week. Where did it go here? I don't like Smith machine. I got it. It's got its place, but it's not natural movement. Yeah, so the stuff I use like the Smith machine for is off balance, extreme range of motion stuff, like with the knees over toes. Like really trying to in compromised positions, squatting, stuff like that. Hell yeah, ambush. We're doing it. I did ambush. I tried to do Zerchers. I almost crapped myself. When the grip is horizontal on the bar, I like the trap bar. It's better for strength. Probably say I could lift deadlifts 150 kilograms or pounds. I hope you're talking about kilograms. Joey, yeah, I think everybody should have a hex bar because you can do like row. You can do a lot with them. Matt C. Bobbert, you love fat C and D. Neutral grip pull-ups. I guess my pull-ups be neutral grip because I use my rack. I take my thumbs out of it though, so I just use my forearm, my finger grip. And when grip becomes a failure point, then I'll use straps or something. Homie is the truth out here. New age of heroes. Thanks, brother. How much do I bench? Right around 405. I saw my underwear trying to play a hard note. Dude, sometimes you think it's a fart and... King Bells. Oh, this old guy needs to lift weights. You do. You really do. Crazy back. Let's get under the lighting here. Where do the roids go in? My butt. Never trust a fart, especially over... Dude, okay. Full disclosure. The first time I did the Zercher, I felt a little... So I went in the house, sat on the toilet real quick, and like nothing really came out. I'm like, okay, we're good. I came out here and picked it up the second time, and it came out... And let's not discuss it anymore. We'll just leave it alone. My wife's like, what are you doing? I'm like, just... Look, Bryce, Semper Fi. What exercises achieve teardrops on the legs? Squats. People have been telling me I got tiny legs. I don't know. That's like a new thing. Nobody's ever told me my legs were small, but maybe it's a camera angle or something. I don't know. Rings are awesome. Ambush. They take a lot of skill to do push or ring work. Poor man's gym. No, I'm not. I'm just. I don't really. I don't want to get demonetized, but for full disclosure, actually, I just went to the clinic tonight and talked to the guys. I'm on 200 milligrams of test a week and 100 of DHB. That's Boldenone. They call that the old man mix. Might be worse for the back if my arms get fatigued, but I gladly take big forearms over a big back any day. So forearms for me is well, they're genetic, but uh, what I like to do for forearms is when I do all my pulling movements, I don't use my thumbs, I just use my fingers until grip becomes a failure point. Mr. Monkey, I'm back. How was your day? It was we had some challenges. You are Pogue? Question mark. Yeah, that was artillery. Rare breed. I wish steroids never existed for bodybuilders. I just wish we could all see natural people. So maybe we can achieve something like that and stay motivated. Well, Rare, I think a healthy way to look at it is you can't really like what people do for themselves, their choices. The conversation misses a lot of context. You know, you want to talk about like reasons and motivations. Like your comment kind of smatters of resentment. Honestly, it sounds resentful, and it also has like a tinge of entitlement to it. Like if you want to open up a good conversation, what we could talk about is like what's a good case scenario for going on something like exogenous hormones, and when is it, when's it a bad thing? And then you could also talk about like, see, I never allow the opinions of what others uh, think affect what I choose or do for myself. We're all about improving the quality of life, and you might be wrong for a lot of people. And I love all my natural brothers. I work out with a bunch of powerlifters, and they're 100% natural, and God bless them. I work out with some guys that abuse steroids, and they're probably not going to live past their 30s. God bless those guys too. They're awesome dudes, and I hope that they make better life choices. But at the end of the day, it's like we're all just trying to get through this shitty life, And I like to look at what do we have in common as opposed to what divides us. You know what I mean? It's like I can honestly ask the question. It's like, what does anything I'm doing have to do with anything you're doing, especially when we haven't had a conversation to find any kind of common ground? Does that make sense? I mean, you just pop on and you made a snap judgment, and it's like I get your sentiment, and I feel I'm actually mostly in agreement with the sentiment to a point. But it comes off as sanctimonious and judgmental. You know what I mean? It's a bad look for you, brother. I do my cleans with no thumbs like that. Yeah, both sides have their ups and downs. It's for a lot of there's different compounds. How much were you taking? How long have you been taking it for? Why are you taking it? Are you competing? Are you trying to break records? Are you recovering from an injury? Did you suffer from low testosterone? Is it like what's the deal? Like what is your motivations? What are you taking? How long have you been taking it? There's so many questions you could ask, but I could just pop on and go, I don't like what you're doing. Okay, the next stream's over there, buddy. I just literally came from the doctors. My wife and she's on hormone replacement therapy too because she's 46 and she's going through what's called perimenopause. And I literally put her in touch with my doctor, and I said, hey, why can't they do anything for women, when they have all these hormonal changes as they get older? And he's like, what are you talking about? We absolutely offer those services. So guess what? My wife's not natural either. But see, like Randy, in her case, it's improving the quality of her life. You know what I mean? Like she's suffering some serious effects: bad sleep, hot flashes, anger, mood swings. And balance that out. On top of that, depression, lack of motivation. So you're gonna tell me that modern medicine can improve that, and that's a bad thing? I don't know. Maybe it is. Look, Bryce. Hell yeah. We would have been deprived of the Terminator. Let's see. We'll never get as big as you if we don't take steroids. Well, Rare, here's my challenge to you. Go on my page, my YouTube channel, and go to my earliest videos. And right about before I painted my weights orange, roughly, that first year I was 100% natural. I weighed 220 pounds in those videos, and I weigh 220 pounds right now. And I would say that I have bigger shoulders, I'm more cut, I'm more vascular, I'm obviously stronger, but I had a pretty good physique, and as a natural. And I would say, I would almost ask what your point is, though. You know what I mean? Like, what's your point? You won't be able to get a physique like me. Like, what have you done to even try? That's what I'd want to know. You know, I was a champion powerlifter as a natural, which means I was in the gym 4 or 5 days a week, busting my ass. You know, I had the same drive and passion that I have now. And there was guys that were on steroids that weren't working as hard as us. And it's like, and you get these guys that come in and say that our physiques are unachievable, and they don't even know what a proper workout is. That's called being sanctimonious. You know, you're judging something. It's called contempt prior to investigation. You've already made your mind up about something without knowing anything about it. And that's not very open-minded. We don't like that here. Have you competed in the overhead press? No, never. My PR, I've gotten two plates up before, 225. I've never really tried to go heavier than that. That fork, older women are hotter with some tests. They enjoy fitness and back shots more. Yeah, man. Now, look, I'm not advocating for steroid abuse. Let's get that clear here. I worked out for, 10 years before. I was 45 years old before I went on. 40, almost old, 46. Don't read that out loud. Oh, that fork would have been better to say that in the same comment. Did I miss? Luquan is cruel. What's up, dog? Sporting the man bra today. What do you think about Zercher squats? That's what I was trying to do earlier. I was doing Zerchers and I had a little bit of an accident. With an embarrassing moment. Oh. But that doesn't answer your question. I think Zerchers are awesome. One of my favorite lifts. Do I need Dianabol to get lean? I don't know. I've never taken Dianabol. Look like an Olympian. Thank you. How do you get lean? Donna Lukey. caloric deficit. You got to eat less than you burn. Find out how many calories you use during the day, and start cutting into it. Let's see here. You have a little belly anyway. What are you talking about? Oh, because it's not sucked in when I'm sitting. Let's see what you look like, dumbass. Beats by G. There's no such thing as an ex-Marine. How many pounds is that? With the just lifted? Let's see, 4, 75, 85, 95. That was yeah, that was 495. Now I got 545 on there. How can I get the vein? I don't know, vascularity. I've noticed that older guys have more vascularity for some reason. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, but it's definitely body fat, 100%. And a lot of cardio. Oh, well, no, actually, I do take, before I work out, I take what's called a pump boost. It's L-citrulline, nitric oxide, some other stuff that's in this shit. Extreme. It's citrulline, arginine, all the different arginines, L-citrulline, nitric oxide, magnesium. I think we've got vitamin D in there. So what those do is they're vasodilators, and they kind of give you a little bit more of a pump. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Hell yeah. Let's see. AB, I'm afraid of losing muscle if I cut, so I just bulk. Well, I don't know. I guess because I've maintained a weight class for 10 years. But it seemed like I've gone heavy. Like I got up to 230 and then cut back down to 2. I swing back and forth. And I can just, it's so easy for me to either put on or lose weight because I'm dialed into like what I eat during the day. And so like if I want to gain weight, I just add a 500 calories and I'll start seeing myself trend up through the week. And then if I want to lose, I just trim a few things or make my fast an hour longer and I start backing down. So it's really easy for me. Charlie, were you PI or San Diego? Paris Island, brother. I think I was Charlie Company, platoon 1189. Ambush. A lot of people don't need to cut calories to get lean. Increasing daily activity to burn off. Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about increasing activity. Duh. That's like the first thing I would do. We're deleting messages. What do you say? McNasty. Tiamus, are you natty? No. It needs some cycles of Dianabol. I don't. There's guys over the age of 40, over the age of 50 need to be really, really careful of what they're taking because the number one thing that kills guys is blood pressure. That's something I monitor every day. I monitor my blood pressure. And I'm looking for a target rate of like 120 over 70. My resting heart rate's usually about 71. For a 50-year-old, that's pretty good. It causes a litany of problems. Organ failure, it increases the risk of heart attack, stroke. The big part of the thing is the strain on your kidneys and your liver. And then, of course, if you're taking exogenous hormones, they break down into compounds that are rough on the liver. So we also take supplements to counteract that, stuff like NAC and TUDCA and milk thistle. The biggest thing is to work with a doctor, get your blood work done regularly, and then make sure that, you know, you're monitoring stuff like your cholesterol, your triglycerides, the amount of creatine in your urine, which indicates tear on your kidneys, stuff like that. Protein in the urine means you're either breaking down too much muscle mass from being in a catabolic state, or you're eating too much protein, or there's something going on. So they have the different health markers they look at. And if you're monitoring all that stuff, it still doesn't eliminate 100% of the risk, but I could make the argument that you drinking a few beers every night and taking Motrin and Tylenol is more dangerous than what I'm doing. It's weird when I have people tell me that what I'm doing is unhealthy when they don't have the health markers I have. You're sitting over there with 150 over 90 blood pressure telling someone that uses a little bit of steroids that has excellent cardio that what they're doing is dangerous. And it's like, okay, good, thank you. You know what I mean? Owen then got timed out for lying about me excessively, saying I was messaging behind Nodek's back. I missed all that, so that's between you and him, I guess. Javid Rashid, chicken breast, amino acid. You eat eggs? Yeah, I got chickens, dude. I have 21 chickens. I eat 8 eggs a day. Nodak, you're a Hollywood Marine? I got the best of both worlds because we had to go. Obviously, I got stationed at Pendleton. What would you consider high volume? It's also kind of subjective because the significance of volume depends on frequency too, right? Which for me, I consider high volume to be anything more than like 3 working sets. I usually do 1 set to failure, and that's my volume. When I switch to a volume program, we were looking at something like 5x5s, 3x3s, singles. High volume for me is when I'm doing conditioning, and those are, well, sometimes we'll take like 50% of a 1 rep max and crank out like 50 reps. Ginger, what's up, brother? I gave you a wrench, my guy. Flex your biceps. I'll get a little lighter, right? 5-minute timeout for spamming. I thought I just... What the hell? Okay, now here's the one. Okay. Sick home jam. Haven't sent. Thanks. I appreciate it. Ginger, it's going all right, man. It's going all right. We started off a little rough. I had an accident. Messy, how much can you bench? About 405 pounds. Ambush, something that I do take care of my liver. Eat at minimum 4 eggs daily. The choline in 4 large eggs crosses the threshold of fulfilling your choline needs and converts to some antioxidants. Dude, eggs are a miracle. They really are. So Jonathan, I personally do about 30 total sets per leg day. Hit twice a week, Monday and Friday, similar with the upper body, which is Tuesday. Wednesday, Sunday are pure. Rest day. I've been told my volume's too high, but I think if you can recover well, it doesn't exactly matter. Well, what negatives are you experiencing? So what it comes down to is like, high volume is like, okay, what kind of weight are you working with? You know, like what you just described, you could do body weight every day, every single day of your life. And then, you know, you start getting up towards 50, 60, 70% of your 1 rep max. Now we're talking like, you would be in a catabolic state. Your ability to push would decline. Your body would, you would lose strength. it would be a noticeable loss of strength, especially if you're eating into your recovery time. It takes the average person 9 days to fully recover from maximum effort, meaning as much, if you push as hard as you possibly and humanly can push, it's about 9 days to recover from that. So knowing that if you're eating into that recovery time, and you know, like say you're only resting 4 days or whatever, just know that over time it's going to start taking its toll, and the body will cross a threshold to where you're going to have adverse effects. And a lot of guys, it looks what's that issue where the body starts breaking down and they kill their kidneys with protein. You get flu-like symptoms. You could wind up in the hospital. There's a lot of bad things that can happen if you push yourself that far. Josh, what's up? I don't know if I'm the greatest of all time. I'm trying to be. Where are you from? You now Contol. Well, I'm from Chicago, Illinois, but I live in Las Vegas. Josh. Oh. I've been doing off main. I've been doing 10, 12 workout sets per muscle group per week. And I would split that into 2 workouts, going to failure pretty much for each set. And I've been seeing some decent results. And you will. Okay, understand this, guys. You're going to see results, but it's going to eventually, your return on investment is going to be lower and lower until you get to a point where you're going to hit a plateau. And then at that point, you got to look at like changing things up. And if you're taking proper deloads every few weeks, or like I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks, do a deload, you probably can get a few years out of that kind of training. Oh, we're having a competition here. Not really any negatives, to be honest. I'm working heavy and within hypertrophy range, so about 8-12 reps, 85%. I split my days in a way that they focus on other stuff. Okay, that makes sense. Why did you decide to take steroids? Rare breed. I wanted to keep doing the things I loved. You know, at the age of 45, I was having a decline. I had low testosterone and the symptoms that go with it, and I was starting to lose motivation. And it still took me a few months to decide because I didn't want to lose my natural status, because that means I can no longer compete in the tested division. But I was mostly competing in the untested division anyways, because those are the ones that they were holding locally, and those are all the guys I knew. So all the guys my age convinced me to do it, and it changed my life. You know, the quality of my life is. It's been a real net positive for me. Not to say I haven't had some adverse effects, but the good has outweighed the bad for me. And me being 50 years old, I don't see a downside in continuing to do the things you love to do. Teach me. Hit me up on Instagram, Charles.Widener. Would you train my wife? I would get my wife involved in that, and she's actually way smarter than me. So she's like a microbiology student at UNLV, and she was like a physical therapist, massage therapist for the Cirque du Soleil people here in town in Vegas, real high end stuff. And her anatomy knowledge and just her ability is like, she's indispensable. And she's also a gym rat. What keeps me motivated, DVD? Well, being close to the best in the world is good motivation. But would I still do it if I wasn't ranked high? I don't know. I just love the sport. I love all the people. I love getting together. I love the fellowship. I love the family. You know, it's maybe like almost got some cult-like aspects to it. Carlos, you are nice. I try to be. Does steroids make your stuff smaller? You're talking about like your wee-wee? No. It might shrink your testicles, yeah, because if you're no longer producing testosterone, they'll shrivel up, but everything else is the same size. As a matter of fact, it makes if I'm being honest, it makes it look bigger. It's my own unique split, Jonathan Carey, that's worked well for me. No, it sounds intriguing. It sounds like something I would like to try when I'm coming off of a high intensity cycle. I'm telling the teacher you do steroids. Let's have more time. Can you explain splits for exercise workouts as opposed to full body? Well, yeah, splits are just like, I guess the standard bro split would be upper body bench on Monday, lower body legs on Wednesday, back on Friday. For powerlifters, it's a little bit different because we focus our workouts around the big three compound lifts that we compete. So Monday's squat would be my barbell squat and accessories, or a variation of Wednesday's bench. So it's really anything. We're not focused so much on physique. We're focused on getting those numbers up. But the cool thing about it is doing the barbell movements, there's so much overlap that you wind up, I mean, if you look at the way bodybuilders train and powerlifters, it's really not that different. There's more specificity, but there's a lot of overlap. I don't know if that answered your question, though. Shawn Michaels. Your arms are huge. Is that all right? I haven't measured them. I have no idea how big they are, but thank you. Pixar. Hey, what's up? Good to see you again. Does doing plank help abs? It helps the core. Yeah, absolutely. But so I don't. So will doing compound barbell lifts. Like when you're doing deadlifts and squats, your core is activated. If you're doing overhead press, you're working the core. So if you're doing all the barbell lifts, you don't really need to do ab focus, but it doesn't hurt. It absolutely doesn't hurt. I use a little ab wheel. Are you a retired Marine? I don't like saying I'm a Marine. Marines don't retire, but yes, I'm not active duty. One day you'll be small like me. Maybe. I'm not trying to get any bigger. Yeah, Jonathan, you're 100% right. What age did you really get into lifting? I had my first powerlifting competition when I turned 40. I thought about doing the Ultimate Warrior makeup. I bet you can't beat up Stone Cold Steve Austin. He'd stone cold stun you, and that's the bottom line. I don't think he would. he's not looking that strong these days. Damian Martinez, you are gorgeous like the meat on a gazelle. Thank you. Like the meat on a gazelle. Are you hungry like the wolf? Oil up. Yeah, okay. What's your number one advice to gain strength? Progressive overload. I do the 5 barbell lifts, squat, bench, deadlift, barbell row, overhead press. Want to throw in pull-ups and dips, go for it. Do those 5 lifts. Pick a program like Starting Strength 5x5 or Wendler's 5-3-1. Stick with it long enough to see results and do progressive overload. Something has to increase either the amount of weight you're working with or the amount of reps you're doing. Usually in tandem. Then you'll get strong. I guarantee it. You answered what I was looking for. Train full body, push pulls, and rock. Oh yeah, rock. I mean, there's a lot of exercises I don't do. That doesn't mean they're not equal or better than what I do. I just found for me, those 5 work really well. 70% a month. I mean, yeah, dude, you have a crazy. Your workout is that's. Let's put it this way. I don't miss marching with a pack on. Can you change your name back to Marine Strong at the end so we have matching names? Probably not. Do you think someone taking steroids has more benefits for someone not? I mean, that's benefit. What kind of benefits? What are we talking about? Because there's a lot of risks too. I would say that, like, dude, I would stay natural as long as you can and really try to cultivate a good physique and some strength before I'd even consider going on something that's going to change my endocrine system. You ever tear a muscle? No, not a muscle tear. I've had tendon tears. I've had my knee rebuilt. I had 48 stitches in my back. I had a really, really bad back injury. But not an actual muscle tear. Muscle tears are ugly. They're not good. Required my ACL, my knee, and not been able to do usual leg routines since operation 5 weeks ago. Any advice getting back into it? So, I've had my knee rebuilt, complete ACL, PCL. My knee got blown out bad, and what fixed it was squats. Now the first thing you need to do is do your physical therapy. They're gonna get you full range of motion back, and they're gonna have you doing some silly home exercises to get your mobility, and so you're walking normal. Once you are there, you need to start squatting full range of motion immediately. Start with body weight. 5 weeks ago, you're still looking at 6 weeks is usually about the time you can start introducing resistance to an injury. What's cool is it's going to be stronger than it was before it tore. But it's light resistance. But you want to get on that as soon as possible. And you really, really, the number one thing you should be concerned about with knee surgery is range of motion. Full range of motion. All the way extended, all the way, you need all of it. Don't be afraid to message me on Instagram. Physical therapy is something I'm super serious about. So if you guys are recovering from injuries, talk to me. What's your favorite fluff and puff exercise? Somewhere between, what do you call this? The handsome press, or I would consider trap bar deadlifts, fluff and puff. Oh no, my sissy squats. That weird rack I'm always messing around with. I love that thing. Have your gains ever been so much it prevented you to do your job? No, I work with a bunch of iron workers. I'm the small guy. Semi-evolved Neanderthal, would you like to be a part of the King's Guard? Well, it depends on their medical and dental. Hell yeah, I would. Speaking for myself, thoughts on stem cells. Dude, okay, stem cells. I'm looking into stem cell therapy, specifically for my wife and her injuries. It's prohibitively expensive for a lot of people, and then you got to find a place that doesn't. If you can't get in stem cells, a lot of people are going down to Mexico to do it. The other thing you can look into is platelets, blood platelets, because it's not as good as stem cells, but there's a lot of places that do it and they use your own blood to create it. And the platelet therapy can be really, really beneficial. And then on top of that, I would consider peptides. TB 500 and BPC 157 work miracles for injury recovery. That's what knees over toes guy preaches. He's a Scientologist. Is he really? Knees over toes guy's a Scientologist. I love that dude. I mean, all of his stuff's been gospel to me. But if you're telling me he's a Scientologist, you lose all of his credit. I can't. You just lost all your credibility. What juice are you taking? Johnny T from NZ, NZ. New Zealand? What is NZ? You ever been to Mexico? I went to Cancun and got mad drunk. Dude, I was a Marine. Come on now. I went to TJ all the time. I lived down in Mexicali. Body weight beat fitness. I did not realize this. I don't know why people are into the fad then. What are we talking about? Nodak, they did a recent study on ice baths and they actually showed, you're right. So ice baths are bad. Okay, they're not bad. They're bad the way they're deployed for lifting gains. Shout out to New Zealand. Okay, just making sure. I want to make sure I'm not retarded saying you're from someplace you're not. Opinions on Jeff Nippard. I think he's a sanctimonious little shit. And natural. But he's good. His advice is really good. You should do everything he says. Maybe not everything, but he's got a lot of good information. Shout out Elizabeth, South Australia. Good night, mate. Suman Sherpa Disability Powerlifter. That's a great name. Needlessly cold. Hoorah, devil. Semper Fi. Look, I got a little itch right there. How to scratch that? Dickhead. You don't have abs like me. Don't be talking about my gut. Oh, I can't wait to get this surgery so I don't have to listen to you sanctimonious fucking assholes anymore. Oh, my consultation's on the 20th, which is 2 days away. And then they're going to sew that up and I'll never have to listen to you pricks again. Do you think you're benefiting better that you are taking steroids? Yeah, absolutely. But I guess my question would be, when you say I'm taking steroids, what picture do you have in your mind? I would like to get because a lot of people, they have this idea of what taking steroids is. You would laugh. I'm natty, but my arms are small because I don't lift. Hello from Indonesia. Chicken skin. The roids work like Captain America's super soldier serum. I mean, even Captain America worked out. I wish they worked like that. That'd be great. Shit. Give me a second here. I'm going to get something to drink and then I'm going to lift that. got so high. Holy Ghost. I think what I'll do is this next set, I'll take the failure. Instead of trying to PR like I did last time, I'll do like just a monster set. I came back and half the chat is banned. I hope not. No, it's been sanctimonious prick evening. Everybody keeps bringing up this has been the least fun I've had doing a live stream since I started doing them. How much weight was that? That was 545. Like, I don't mind when people ask me questions. Like, hey, what do you take? How long have you been taking it for? Why do you take it? But you get these guys that come on and they tell you what you're doing. You're doing this. You're gonna, oh, am I? Oh, do Brazil. Oh no! Did you just come on? Did you just get here? Did you just pop on right now and ask me that, or have you been here for the last any time at all? You are a monster, but intelligence. Have you strong agitated? Yeah, Antonio. I don't know. It's just one of those nights where it's like douchebag after douchebag making shitty comments, and like normally I don't care. I usually lean into it and have fun with it, but for some reason tonight I'm just like, you guys suck. You know, I'm just fuck off. Yeah, Reverend, you don't even have a clue what you're talking about. Ooh, I don't take drugs. It must be like Superman. Yeah, you're a fucking idiot. I've made videos about this before. They took 100 lifters off of Powerlifting Watch from 4 weight classes on both the tested and untested. So you got tested division where you can't take steroids. They took 100 lifters from 4 weight classes, and they ran bell curves with the untested. Anything goes. You can take whatever you want. And the strength differences was between 10 and 13%. Now that's not nothing. So, but what I'm telling you is right now, if you went and just bought all the drugs in the world and you started taking them, you're going to be 10 to 13% better than you are right now. So, what does 10 to 13% better you look like? Is that an elite level lifter or an award-winning bodybuilder? Or would you have to do some training on top of that? Maybe. Link Gaming, don't do steroids, kids. You'll end up like this guy. There's a lot of things you don't want to do that end up like me. You just said natural, dear. Yeah, you're right. I should just give up. At the age of 50, I should just say, you know what, screw it. I don't want to continue doing the things I love to do. I should sit on my couch and get fat and watch football. That would be I'd be like, hey, coach, some random asshole on the internet doesn't approve of me, so I'm quitting. Do you prefer open bodybuilding or classic physique? Classic. I gotta say, open. I mean, yeah, I don't open. They're getting too freaky looking. Anyone still train ruck? Shoot, move, and communicate. That's the credo we live by. Shoot and scoot, baby. Control and monitor your heart rate, like with a heart rate monitor, with a blood pressure monitor, like one of these. Ah, I'm gonna put Rare on a timeout. He's annoying me. You can get better quicker results with steroids. You know I was natural till I was 45 years old, right, moron? How old are you? I bet I was natural longer than you've been alive. Do, do, do. Combat Marine experience, first aid, BP, cardiovascular, pulmonary trained. Oh, you were a combat medic? I sold necklaces with a Marine pendant to a Marine today and gave it to him for free. That's cool, man. What do you think is the best way to keep your strength while cutting? Diet and workout wise. Cutting. I don't really have a lot of experience with cutting. I mean, I've dieted before where I've, to intentionally lose weight. I think what I did is I cut carbs and increased my protein ratio and then trained as hard as I could. And I wound up losing, I went down from 220 to 198 in a period of about 30 days. And I did lose strength, but then I focused on getting stronger at that weight class. So it took a couple months to catch up. But then once I was stronger at a lighter weight than I was heavier. So then when I went back up to 220, I was even stronger. Oh yeah, no, I didn't even put that douchebag on timeout. I was just joking. Yeah, he's still there. Mm, I was thinking about it, but then I'm like, no, you're entitled to your shitty opinions. Construction utilities engineer, 3.5. Shit, 3.5. That's up. That's Horno, right? Novak, weren't you at Horno? You guys were stationed together, right? You can unhide by clicking the name Matt C. Wait, did you time out Matt C? Oh man, I'm losing control here. 2-1 Horno. Well, what's 3.5? Okinawa. Okay, so you're in the. Oh yeah, 3.5. Duh, I'm a retard. Wow. I need to punch myself in the face. 3.5. What the fuck is wrong with me? Wow. Yeah, dude, man, what the hell? How often do you need per week to strength train? Apparently, you don't have to work out at all. You just take steroids. Okinawa, baby. How often per week? Honestly, 3 days a week. If you could have really really good results working out 3 days a week doing the starting strength 5x5. Anonymous guy, what's up, brother? Son. I've been to Okinawa. I didn't spend a lot of time there, but that's where we stopped over 11th Marine Expeditionary Unit. That was our first stop, as a matter of fact. 3rd Battalion, fixed with infantry, controlled mines, IED disposal, 5th Marines. MK677, Cesium is asking, I've never taken, that's a SARM, right? I've heard everybody that I know that takes it has said great things about it. Personally, I've never messed with it. SARMs worry me because I don't have a lot of human studies on them. That's the only thing I would say is like do your research and really dig into the negatives side effects of what you could be taking because it is messing with um, MK677. That's the one that helps with human growth hormone, correct? Can I take HRT or TRT as a 21-year-old if my tests aren't high? If you go to a doctor and he diagnoses you with hypogonadism, how do you pronounce it? Low testosterone, clinically low testosterone? Yes, absolutely. Just listen to my body, but I train 3 to 5 times a week depending on what I'm doing. It's about what I say and what I do. Well, the Japanese know, but sometimes we're not liked in other places. Thomas, would you ever do trenbolone? I have tried it. I did it for 3 weeks, and it works, but the side effects are blood pressure. It raises your cholesterol. I was having anger issues, like a notable, like not normal, intrusive thoughts. Sleep was terrible. Cardio went to shit. So I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. I don't think anybody over the age of 40 should mess with trend. I think it's too dangerous. Do you ever do trend below? Oil up. A rare breed. I think you're a cool guy. I appreciate that. Can inject BS. Not sure what you mean by that. How fast could you disable someone with your bare hands if they were your size? That depends. I'm trying to think of a smart ass answer to that. Like, do I get to surprise them? Antonio, how do you feel? Pretty good. Anger issues are bad with trend. Yeah, no, really bad. Like, I would get like these crazy angry thoughts. Like the kids would leave the cabinet doors open. And I'm like, yo, chill, everyone. You know, I was like, whoa, where'd that come from? Been overseas several times. Found donuts of many different types. Donuts are everywhere. I'm half Japanese and Polish, so that's why I'm a rare breed. That's an interesting combo. Gen X, I gave a pretty brief overview of MK677 up in the chat. You might have to do it again because it's moving quick. Some countries still have hatred towards us, bro. I looked at my own food when deployed, used it. Oh, that's a bummer. I hate to hear that. 22 probably other. Thoughts on Diddy getting released today, less than an hour ago?
Dad, guess what? I can't take my gummy vitamins anymore because of the thingies.
What, are you celebrating that?
No. I actually liked eating those ones.
What did they do to your teeth? Let me see.
I don't know. Maybe.
Let me see. Oh, I can't even tell.
I got.
Which tooth are they on? Oh, I see. They got spacers in there.
Uh-huh.
So you get braces.
I got blue little rubber bands.
So they put spacers in there too.
So I can't have any chewy stuff.
I was told it would make you quieter, and that was a lie.
No, I don't think so.
Benito. I like Mizdo donuts in Japan and old school Tim Hortons from 20 years ago.
Mom's online.
Is she?
Yeah. I saw it on your phone. I'm gonna go back in. I just wanted to come out here and say hi.
Well, I appreciate that.
You seem lonely.
Well, hey. Come here real quick.
Okay.
Did you? I have a question for you. Let me entertain them for a second. I'm gonna talk to Mom real quick, okay?
Okay. Hello, everybody. Hi. How's your night? Ooh, wow. Mochi donuts are good. I don't think I've had a mochi donut. They just started getting Tim Horton by me only and Skip. Howdy. Somebody said awful go away.
What's that?
Somebody said awful go away.
Awful go away. Oh, you're my road dog.
Yeah. Let's go away.
You just called my daughter awful, Jonathan.
Yeah, I do have a lot of energy.
Yeah, see, like these guys, the guys online tonight are real assholes.
Really?
Yeah, they've just been shitty.
Weird.
I'm not having that much fun with this group.
I mean, I bet some people are pretty kind.
No, usually we laugh and we talk shit, but these guys are just being douchebags.
I mean, I think the blue people aren't the blue people your moderators or something. So like you should know them, like.
All right. We're gonna box tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, you have chess club tomorrow.
I was thinking you were just gonna take me after chess club, but then again, it will be dark and we get out at 5 though.
All right. I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, well I'm gonna go in. Bye everybody.
You know, my daughter's like had half my content, right? We train boxing together. All right, so as far as Diddy being released, I think they're all demonic. No, Dag, I appreciate that. I will not let her go woke. You watched the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight? I sure did. Damon Hudson, hi, what's up, brother? Normal guy 12. Yeah, it's a Monday. Hey, you know what? Not all. I don't know. Maybe my energy's messed up. I had a really long day. Antonio Mateos, you're good, dude. You're good. The fight was a disappointment. I think it was fixed. Not 100%, but they had because there was a. I went into my reasons because I train boxing, and you know, Mike Tyson he's a master of the peekaboo system. Like there's no one on this planet that knows that system better than him. 58 years old, I don't give a shit. And so he was telegraphing some of his hits, which allowed Jake to move out of the way. And even if he's old, even if he's tired, even if his knees are shot, you don't telegraph your signature hits. So when I saw that, the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, he got excited. You know, he let him know. Like, he saw that coming. Second time, I'm like, the hell? Third time, and then Mike got him in the third round. He square, bam, got him right in the chin. And that should have floored him, and it didn't. So I'm like, okay, they're not hitting hard. Yeah, you're right. He did rock him. See, man. There's a part of me as a 51-year-old man that boxes. I want to believe that Mike Tyson, if there was no rules and they were really going at it, would just whip his ass. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm coping. So the glove biting thing, that's interesting. I didn't know what the hell that was. I was like, what is he doing? Real as fuck is that a shout out to Andy Frizella. Tyson was letting Jack hit him. It was staged. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Judo. Oh, you're a judokan? That's really cool. The highlight of that fight was Tyson's cheeks in the locker room. Yeah. John Kerry, you rare and real breed, bro. Man has done it in the past out of frustration. ONG represent. Let's see, Tyson threw it first, and then they locked up, and then said, calm down. You want to get paid? Yeah. He kept revving. Well, that's the thing, though. There's a big part of that crowd that what I wanted to see that's what they paid to see. I've never seen anybody bite their gloves like that. I was wondering what was going on with that. Scripted, Mike doesn't care about his legacy. He might not, you know. We got a conversation on the side going on, and I'm not part of it. Tyson made a bag. He values money over legacy. That's unfortunate, too. Easy to say. If somebody offered you $20 million to do something you love to do, you're 58 years old. I don't know. No, I don't think I would like to think that I would have enough integrity. Like, I'd still want to fight, even if I get my ass kicked, but I'd want to do it right, you know? Interview, Mike said he didn't care about that shit. Yeah. So, and then everybody knew. So the thing about his fight 4 years ago with Roy Jones Jr. is we all knew it was an exhibition. We knew there was an agreement, no knockouts. And Roy Jones said he'd never been hit harder than he was by Tyson. And Roy Jones has been in a lot of fights, and he's been hit hard. So if Roy Jones is saying nobody's ever hit him harder than Mike Tyson, then we all know that Mike's got power. Ricardo, hey, what's up? All right, let's do this shit. Ow. No. Max definitely couldn't do that. What is your recommended MOS for the Marines? You know I got to be partial to artillery. Let me tell you why. Artillery. More heavy guns than a heavy guns platoon. More motor T than a motor T company. We have combat engineers, ammo techs, forward observers, Anglico, liaison to naval gunfire and the Air Force. And on top of that, we have the 155 millimeter howitzers. Now we're a HIMARS. Romeo battery is a HIMARS. 511 is a HIMARS battalion now. Do you drink beer? No, I haven't drank since 2013. You're a beautiful trans woman. Thank you. Don't pull a muscle. I'll try not to. I'm a very beautiful trans woman. Thank you. I got a 96 on the ASVAB. Is that a field I should consider? They're going to look at your GT score. So you got to have like 110 to be, which if you have a 96 on your ASVAB, I'm sure you have 110. 110 minimum. It's because you got to be able to do tech aid, computer stuff. You got them fancy talkie boxes and shit, whatnots. You get your first pick of the crayons. I like the colorful ones. They taste. My PR for the deadlift, 720 pounds on that bar, which I did a week ago. Thinking about joining, but I'm 16 and looking at 91 Bravo. No, be a Marine. Let's talk about why. The Army pays better, promotes faster, has better gear. But it's the Army. It sucks. Be a Marine. What are you talking about? Dress blues. You want to get laid? Dress blues. Be dripping in pussy. Nobody looks at that Army uniform and goes, hey, I want a piece of that. And it's easier, Betsy. Thank you. These are John Heck's signature. I asked Adam Rebel if they'd sponsor me, and this is what they sent me. God damn, man. Most I've ever lifted was 650, and that was a leg press. That's, wait, 650 is 650. Vinicius, I can't pronounce that, but cheers from Brazil. Or 0212 Marines. 0212? That's calm, right? Man, where's your wife? She's in there with Jody or Sancho, one of the two. We will always be strong. Hell yeah. What about the Navy? In the Navy. Well, the Marines are a department of the Navy, so you're technically killing two birds with one stone. Can I let you guys in on a tiny little secret that I don't believe I've told YouTube? I actually, when I got out of the Marines, I joined the Naval Reserve. I was a gunner's mate on the USS Cable, stationed at Miramar. Now, why did I never bring that up before? It was right around the time I was having problems with drug addiction, and I wasn't showing up to your weekends, and they actually just released me without any charges or anything. They just quietly got rid of me, and it's. But technically, it didn't affect my honorable status. It didn't affect my VA benefits. The Navy was super cool about it. I still have my ID. I still got my uniforms. So technically, I was in the Navy too. But it would have been. I had when I got out of the Corps, I struggled with that drug abuse. Zachary Smiley, try 3-rep training and then 90% training. You expound on that. It's nobody wants to admit to being a squid. My sister was in the Navy. She was crypto, or she married an officer. They were stationed in mainland Japan. Boy, talk about a duty station. Well, yeah, quietly discharged and forgotten. So here's the thing, though. So if the Navy really wanted to be dicks, I could have it could have affected my honorable status. It could have affected my disability. They could have totally fucked me over. But they didn't do that. And then I wound up getting help and getting sober. They made it so I couldn't come back, but they didn't penalize me. So I'm really grateful for that. I'm 16 and bench 285, sets of 3. That's pretty damn good. How much do you weigh, Zachary? Oh, he was saying he has no upper body strength. Who's that? Trained, brain, cast away, they say. Magic Johnson, thank you, brother. Any country that you would like to go? I want to go back to Thailand. You weigh 236 and you're benching almost 300 pounds for reps. That's fucking outstanding. At the age of 16, that's great. That might be national record territory if in powerlifting. Oh, I thought you were talking to me. How I was age treating you. I'm like, God damn. Magic Johnson's here. The dude I was answering, I put his name. He hasn't responded. Yeah, I saw that. Magic survived HIV, and now he's here for this moment. Yolanda, my big brother struggles with drug abuse, as did my mom, grandma's uncles, basically my mom's entire side. I never touched anything other than weed. I can't even do that right. LOL. I don't do anything. Anything mind altering. Uh, drugs, alcohol, coffee. I drink coffee. Cigarette here and there. My wife smokes weed, and I actually like her when she smokes weed. She's a lot nicer. What's your opinion about Andrew Tate? I think there's with Andrew Tate when he has a lot of good ideas and good points about taking personal responsibility and things of that nature, but he's also full of shit. I've seen him contradict himself like 3 or 4 times in different interviews, and the problem with the manosphere guys is they worship money, they worship things. How much money do you have? How successful you are? How many women can you go through? You know that is that a measure of a man? Um, I don't believe that they're truly happy people. They, but you look at the archetypes, like those manosphere guys. What do they tend to be? They all tend to be high-end salespeople. They're either selling themselves or a product. Um, Most of us are not wired that way. Like I think I'm the richest man on the planet. I have a small 1,600 square foot house. I got a couple of cars, and one of them's a sports car. It's okay. It's fast. We have 21 chickens, couple dogs, cats. My kids love me. My wife loves me most of the time. I make enough money where I can afford to support us. She stays home with the kids. Are we rich? No, but the bills are paid, and I got everything a guy could possibly want. I think I'm way more successful than Andrew Tate. But it depends on what you measure success by. What do you know about Andrew Tate? He's a zillionaire. Yeah, sure he is. Antonio, yeah, I'm a simple dude. You know what I mean? That doesn't take much to make me happy. I like just enough cash where I can go do the things I want to do, eat dinners out, go on little vacations, trips like that. If one of our animals gets sick, we have enough money in the bank to take him to the vet, that kind of thing. You got an awesome life that others can only dream of. Yeah, I'm a simple guy. You seem like you're my kind of people, we don't need all the fancy. Uh, Not to say I'm not against wealth and I'm not against nice things. I think all of that has its place and it's awesome if you have it. And if and then believe me, if I could make a bunch of money, I would. What I'm saying is I don't worship any of that stuff. Material things don't impress me. You go to work, right? And you get these guys, they buy brand new trucks, jacked up $100,000, and they're all bragging about it, like, yeah, check my truck out. And I'm like thinking, like, I make the same amount of money you do. Like, I can go buy that if I wanted it. I just don't care. It's not, and I'm not hating on it either. They're like, oh, you're just jealous. I'm like, no, I just don't care. I'm happy for you. I'm glad it's bringing you joy, but I personally don't give a shit. I'm not interested in what kind of things you have. Uh, Gratitude, absolutely, Dylan. And yeah, having been homeless for a time, for a period of my life, it humbled me to where I understand like it doesn't matter how much money you make. We're all just people, you know. There's nobody better than anybody else. Um, it doesn't matter what job you have, you know. Like when I'm at work, if someone was giving me shit because I made friends with the security guards and they make like they barely make more than minimum wage out here in Vegas. And my boss was like, "Why are you hanging out with those losers?" Like, I'm like, "What are you talking about?" It's like these are the guys that are. If somebody gets hurt, they're going to direct an ambulance in, and we're going to have a good emergency response. It's like I need them. They're my teammates. Like, why wouldn't I make friends with them? And he's like, "Man, but you don't. You hang out with them. Like, what like, they're cool dudes. Like, get to know them. Have you even talked to them?" He's like, "Oh, those scumbags only make $15 an hour." I'm like, "Wow, you're a cool guy, you know." Body weight. I'm not worried about what the Jones have or think. I'm not worried about looking fancy. I'm worried about setting a good example. Yeah, and you do. I mean, it's why people ask me, like, why do I have that old shitty rack? Why don't I upgrade it? I'm like, well, first of all, I like it. It works. And second of all, like, I don't have a reason to. I got a question for you. Shoot. What did you eat, Hulk Hogan? Classism is crazy. Yeah, exactly. Classism. Yeah. I think we're all equal. Some of us, we all have different talents. We all have different drives. Some don't even give a shit. Some don't want anything nicer than what they have. Some people will never be happy with what they have and they're driven to get more. And some people really, you know, it's called idol worship. Anything that you put before anything else is your idol, whether it's powerlifting, your body in the mirror, money. It could be a lot of things. Jonathan Carey, would you like to see me fit a V8 in an Accord? Hell yeah. I actually know a guy who has a 93. No. I don't know what year it is. It's a Honda Civic hatchback with a front engine rear wheel drive 350. It's got a drive shaft through it. It's a Civic that's rear wheel drive with a 350. The Visionary, thank you, brother. I have a 2009 GT Mustang that I modified to it's got 420 to the wheels roughly, but I drive a Chevy Sonic normally because it gets 40 miles to the gallon. Grow food, raise meat, birds, or egg layers, becoming more self-sufficient. Yeah, we got a big garden in the backyard, and I have 21 chickens. How do I get big? Aggressive overload. You got to eat, and you got to lift heavy. I'm a Trackhawk V8 6.2 liter. Oh, that's so cool. 2015 Honda Accord. You know what I really want? I saw a Honda Accord Sport with a 6-speed stick shift. I thought that would be badass. And on top of that, professional goalpost mover. If you're just starting out, I would suggest something like the Wendler 531 or starting strength 5x5. And I would follow that for a minimum of 6 months because that'll program in your progressive overload, which is an absolute requirement to getting stronger. But my workout routine is essentially squats on Monday, bench on Wednesday, deadlifts on Friday. Right now it's been screwed up because of work schedule. All right, I'm going to hit this one more time, and then I got to call it a night because it's 8:30. grip slipped on that second one. Jonathan Carey. Well, the automatic transmissions are faster. I just like stick shift. The way new auto transmissions are, they're faster than stick. Hands down, absolutely. But stick's fun. Question on my max is good. I weigh 228 pounds on a deadlift 405, squat 365, and bench 215. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you can get your total over 1,000 pounds, you're legitimately strong. Those are good maxes. Good starting point. So I want to see everybody get in the 1,000-pound club. That's where you could say you are legitimately competitively strong. And then from there, you'll find if you have the drive to become an elite level lifter, or if you just like to lift heavy for fun. Big guy, good ramen, full effort. It's not, but I'm having some digestive issues, and I feel like if I do a set the way I want to, I'm gonna literally shit my pants. That's so embarrassing, but that's really what's going on. Ego lift daily. We need to get into the 3,000 club. Has anybody broke 3,000 ever? I think who's it? John Hack and Ed Cohen are somewhere around 2,300. Does that sound right? Maybe. And they're considered the best powerlifters of all time based on weight. There are big guys that do more than them, but their combined total at their weight class, those are the number 1 and 2 all-time lifters. What kind of diet are you eating currently? No, I do intermittent fasting. 18 hours off, 6 hours on, and then from there I eat a lot of eggs because I have chickens. Right now there's a roast going. I like red meat. We have fish. We eat a lot of like Japanese food, like ramen noodles and stuff like that. I love Mexican food, but I try to keep my calories to around 3,000, 3,500. On days I train, and a little bit less on days I'm not doing anything. Do all professional powerlifters do gear, or can you be natural? Yes. So there's a large part of the powerlifting sport is tested. A lot of the famous, really good lifters are natural. Johnny Candido, what's that guy? Matt Vena. Not a lot of names coming to mind. All the big dudes, all the mass monsters, of course, are all on gear. So it's like, but they'll have their following. And the cool thing is none of them care. Like, we all get together and then we'll talk about it and hang out and have a good time. Nobody gives a shit in that community. I train with, it's kind of nice to have both sides of the fence because then you get a very good comprehensive. Like, I wish you guys could go train at a powerlifting gym so you could just see how we all are. Who's my favorite bodybuilder? I gotta go with Ronnie Coleman. Wait. I'm 15. I lift weights in honor of my grandpa, who was a Marine. Semper Fi. We need to join the Corps. We need good men. Mushroom, microdose, kratom, arginine. So ARC's funny you should bring up kratom. I wound up having to go to a rehab. When I first got sober, I was taking kratom because it's all natural and really awesome for lifting. It made my workouts better, helped with all the pain I was having. Love kratom. What I didn't know was that you could get addicted to it, and the withdrawals are worse than heroin. So I started suffering severe withdrawals to where I had to be hospitalized. And and then I belonged to this Kratom forum, and I told them about it. I told them they had side effects and that it was real bad withdrawals, and I had a hard time getting off of it. And they kicked me out of the forum. And I thought, like, why would you do that? Like, they don't want to hear it. Nobody wants to hear the bad. It's just like steroids. Nobody wants to talk about the bad, but I think it's important. It's important because I'm not saying Kratom's bad. I'm saying it can be if you use it wrong, as with any substance. John Kerry, opinion on my totals. What were your totals? What did you say? Where did you post that? Oh, let's see. Max bench, 155 body weight, and you got a 190 bench, 315 deadlift, 400, or 315 squat, 400 deadlift. That's good, dude. 155. I still think you should still shoot. So roughly, this is what I tell people. This is general guidelines. You should bench 1.5 times your body weight. You should be able to squat and deadlift twice your body weight. If you can do that, you're in that territory of legitimate strength. But those numbers are awesome. They're outstanding, especially for 155-pound body weight. You're strong. You're strong, little wiry dude, huh? That's pretty strong. Caffeine is an addictive drug. Looking for tips to overcome a plateau after losing strength from being sick. Plateau for losing strength. Well, when you say plateau, losing strength from being sick, I've been there. I got sick in 2018, and I lost hundreds of pounds off my total. But what's preventing you from, are you trying to just force yourself to be like a lot of guys, when they lose strength, they're always trying to push themselves to go heavy as possible. And sometimes what I tell guys is this: your body changes, and you need to reconcile where you're at. And where you're at is your new starting point. And if it's 300 pounds less than your old total, you can't force yourself to go back to that point. What you have to do is reconcile where you're at and work back to it. But here's the cool thing about it: you'll be stronger when you come back. So then we really need to look at is your program, where are you at? What are you doing? Nobody knows more about this subject that I'm talking about than somebody that just joined us in the chat named Danny Wolf. We talk about the guy who is an absolute expert at coming back from being sick. Anemia, okay. 525 lift, struggling to 455 now, back up to 495. Well, that doesn't sound like a plateau to me. That sounds like you're making really good progress. Texas born here, French, Greek, Japanese. Legend. Have you tried turkesterone? Greg does always preach it, and the research. My wife, I told you my wife was a microbiology student, goes to UNLV. I have a heavy chemistry background. We know how to. We read, published research papers, and I do a lot of studies on a lot of stuff. And when I heard about turkesterone, we wanted to dig into the research and see what was published on it. And there's some really promising studies on turkesterone, and it does mimic testosterone. And there's some evidence to suggest that it has effect on androgen receptors, but it's very inconclusive. There's not a lot of human studies. And there's just as much evidence to support that it has no effect whatsoever. So I don't know if it's placebo effect or if it works, but what I would say, I didn't see really any evidence to support it being an issue trying it. The only thing is I've noticed that they're charging a lot of money for it, so it looks like it could be expensive. You might be paying money for nothing, or it might work. That's what I can tell you. I just don't, there's not enough research published on it. Do you believe in skinwalkers? Yes. Well, here's what I believe in. So I do believe in demons. Fentanyl is the deadliest drug ever. Fentanyl, yeah, absolutely. Turk is not as good as advertised, but it's not a terrible regular supplement. Yeah, I don't have experience with it. I'm just telling you what I read. There's a reason it's illegal everywhere. Testosterone's illegal? I don't think so. Oh, fentanyl, yeah. No shit. It's like saying, newsflash, the sky is blue. What's your body weight? 220. Jonathan Carey, yeah, so it could be the placebo. You're absolutely right. I don't know. Okay, if you're asking my opinion on it, based on what I've read, I think testosterone's bullshit. Because if it was as potent or as good as they said it was, WADA would have banned it already. Do you think Turk would... Where'd it go? Oh, comment. Where'd it go? Do you think... Where'd it go? Do you think Turk would disable your body from producing test on its own? No. Ooh. I see what you're saying, though. So, like, anytime you add something to your system that mimics testosterone to where it affects your receptors, you're also signaling your body. But see, the part of that signaling process is also the breakdown of testosterone into estradiol and put your science hat back on. Let me think about this process here. It's a system, too. It lets your body know if it needs to produce more. And testosterone doesn't check those boxes off, which is why that's the whole thing with SARMs. They're supposed to bypass that system. They have no side effects. Okay. Yeah, they do. Let's see here. Rad 140. It's being laced in almost every street drug. Oh, we're talking about fentanyl? I'm used to low-dose Rad 140, LGD, Proviron, eating a clean as fuck, organic plus new, fermented Japanese seaweed, pomegranate extract. Omega, you just described my wife's diet. And she's always beating me over the head with it. You need to eat this. I don't want to. Get off of YK. What's that? Oh, I missed that. What's YK? This is my best from 2 years ago. Getting back there ASAP. What's the best way to gain weight? You gotta eat. Like, I know that sounds hyperbolic. You gotta eat more. No shit, asshole. It can be difficult for some people, and some people don't realize how much they need to eat. Like, you're a hard gainer, and you're like, say you have 2,000 calories a day. I'm going to tell you, triple that. Eat 6,000, and you're going to not want to eat. That's how much food you need to put down. And then on top of that, you have to train. So it's like finding high-calorie, dense food that's, to where you don't have to stuff yourself all day long. But yeah, hard gainers need to eat. You got to eat. Eat. And what's the best way to do that? The most efficient way? Get a box of Winchell's donut and some Snickers bars. Is that the healthiest way? I don't know. Cantemos Porpoise. Hello, bro. Do you think I should I do a third set before I call it a night? Thank you for your service. God bless you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that. There's a new article that said workout generates 4 times as much neurons. Something like that. It's always smart ones. All drugs and medicines have side effects. Diabetics use insulin to control blood sugar, be prone to hypokalemia, low potassium levels, which can lead to cardiac arrest. Coffee and burgers. YK11. Oh, okay, the myostatin inhibitor. So we were looking at the research on myostatin and the people that have that gene. where there's basically no limit on how big your muscles can get because of the myostatin and but taking inhibitors. Oh man, I was watching a presentation about this. Pseudoscience, it sounds like to me. It didn't sound like they had real research behind it. Josh Tibby. All right. I'm doing one more set. This is 600. I already did 2 sets of 2. Do one more and then I gotta call it a night. See if my grip holds up. Okay. I did 1. So 5 reps total. That's not bad. That's still a pretty good amount of volume. Alright. Alright, kids. I gotta get out of here. It is 8:42. I'm 10 minutes late. I will see you guys on the battlefield. Thanks for coming by tonight. I had a mostly good time. It's not so much fun there in the middle, but yeah, what are you gonna do? They can't all be winners. I love you guys. I hope the people that are still with me, I hope you guys stick around. Subscribe, join my little thing we're trying to build here. Matt, all the Matt conglomerate, all you guys. Let's build something. Let's make something that's real and lasting. I love you guys.